So we got the lower part of the front end here. This is the second half of the grill, the bottom half, and then you've got the two areas where the parking lights go. I had to do a little body work right here. Looks like someone caught the parking deal or something, so a curb or whatever. So I had to work on that. Got that finished up. This is ready for epoxy. Gonna wait for to shoot this until I do the rest of the front end again, so I gotta get working on that. Okay, so me and Dad have pulled the front end off the car again. I'm going through and sanding down all the body panels with 220, using the Durablocks in spots and all the flat spots to show me the high and low areas of these panels. It's working out really good. You have to sand this epoxy if you spray over it after 5 days. So it's not like I'm adding a step here. Just using the sanding of the epoxy for kind of I guess a trial round on where the flaws are on all these body parts. Shows up pretty good, the high and lows. I'm pretty happy with everything. I've been doing some sanding work, and I'm gonna add a little more Bondo here. There's a crease on this new fender. I'm not sure. I don't think the bumper comes all the way around there, so I'm gonna take care of that. Here's the old fender. You can see I've done quite a bit of sanding on this too. When you put the block sander on there and you start sanding, you start finding all your highs and lows. So, and also I went through, found some dents I missed, so I went ahead and worked on those. There's a bunch of little dents up here. I'm not sure if I got them all or not. I'll know next couple rounds of primer. We'll find out. But I'm pretty happy with what I got right now. So we're probably going to get these all cleaned off. I'm going to scuff the areas that I can't get with my sandpaper, with my Scotch-Brite. And I'm going to fill this crease in a little bit with some filler. We're going to clean all these panels off. We're going to get a second round of epoxy on the two fenders and this upper panel. I'm going to get the first round of epoxy on this lower panel. I think I found another dent on that I got to take care of down there. But other than that, we're ready for, or we will be ready for another round of epoxy on these. So I'm going to get back to work. Okay, so I've got the second round of epoxy on the fenders here. Actually, the almost the whole front end, everything but the hood. So I found some things that I'm not really happy with, so I'm probably going to have to address those. I was going to go straight into fill-in primer, but after seeing some stuff that really not happy with, probably going to have to address that first. And that's the way it goes with this stuff. Anybody that's ever tried to straighten, you know, more than one panel or even tackle a whole vehicle, that's the way it goes. So I am going to keep going here, keep moving forward. Eventually we'll get some stuff done here, or we'll actually get some stuff finished, I guess I should say. So okay, so I'm ready for the fill-in primer on these fenders. I've done a little bit more body work, done a bunch of more sanding, trying to find the dents and dings in this thing. I think I've got them all taken care of. I got one more here. I was cleaning it, felt it, so I better take care of it. And yeah, I think I'm ready. Found a couple more little dings there. But they're going into the fill-in primer now. I'll show you what I'm using. And then that'll have to be sanded out to 400 grit before I paint. So there'll be another round of sanding on this. But I think it's good enough. I could probably spend more time on it, but if I don't start moving this along, the summertime driving isn't going to happen. So it is what it is right now. I got a little bit on the other fender there I'm working on, and this is going to get primed. Okay, so I've ordered a bunch of paint from the same place that I'm getting the paint for midnight, and I've got the color there too, but I'm not going to show you that yet. There'll be a color reveal for the Camaro shortly here, as soon as I can get to it. Right now I've got the polyurethane primer servicer that's going to go on this thing, and this is why I'm putting it on. Fills and sands great. So like I said, it's going to get another round of sanding those parts, and I think I'll be good. I think we'll be good for what we're doing with this car. I think we're going to be in good shape. This does come as a kit, and it mixes. I forgot now what it is, but it does. You got to mix it up. I think I got 1.5 gallons of paint after I mix it. So that should be good. I'm not going to use this paint gun that I've been using. I'm going to use my old paint gun, and I'm going to use a 2.0 tip. That's the largest tip, or one of the largest tips you can get for a spray gun. I think you can go up to 2.5. I don't know if I've ever seen them though. But I'm going to do 2. The reason I'm going to the 2.0 is because this stuff is thick. It's going to spray on really thick, so the bigger the tip, bigger the opening, the better it is for spraying this stuff, so you don't get it so lumpy and orange peely. But I mean, you got to sand it anyway, so it doesn't, not like it matters. But a bigger tip is better for this primer surfacer and fill-in primer. The bigger the tip, the better. So that's the plan, guys. I'm going to start mixing her up. We'll get her in the gun. Okay, so here's my old gun. It's a DeVille Biss. You can see it's really old. It's my first gun I ever had, and I've had it ever since. I can't tell you how long I've had it because it's been so long, but it's been a long time. Got it for my birthday or Christmas or something when I started getting into painting. Here is the tip on the gun. It screws onto the front there, and when they say like 1.4, 1.2 or 2.0 tip, what they're talking about is the hole right there in the center, how big that hole is. So this is a DeVille Biss. This would be a 1.6 tip. So the 2.0 is even bigger than that tip. So it should work out well for this thick fill-in primer. So I'm going to get my gun ready. On this gun I always use a liner system. It's just a little bag that you stick inside there. It's just easier to clean up. You just pull the bag out, clean the tip of the gun, and then you're done. You're ready for the next one. So I'm going to start mixing up my fill-in primer. Okay, so my gun's ready to go. There's the liner. Another thing with that liner is you can actually spray upside down with the gun if you ever need to do that. But there it is, all mixed up, 4-to-1. And it's pretty thick stuff, so might have to turn my pressure up a little bit. But 2.0 tip, definitely necessary for fill-in primer. So I got it all sprayed on there. I don't know what I did, 3-4 coats I think of this stuff. You can see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it's got a kind of a rough texture because it's kind of thick stuff. Doesn't matter, it's gonna get all sanded down anyway. Gotta go all the way to 400 grit probably with this, so anyway, it's done. Probably going to put this stuff back on the car. We'll sand it out on the car. But I really like this paint. Again, this is the eBay paint that I've been getting, and seem to really like it. I was gonna get the Eastwood stuff, the Eastwood fill-in primer, but it was really cheap compared to this eBay stuff. And if you cheap out on this filler primer, it just shrinks up and it doesn't really help you out. So I'm hoping this stuff is better stuff and it won't shrink as bad. So that's it, guys. Probably gonna end the video here. Get this out to you so you got something to watch, update. So these will get put back on the car, like I said, and then we're gonna continue on. I gotta get epoxy on the rest of the body up there. Oh, also we got a new wing for it too, so that'll be coming up. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.
Imagine a dirt road full of potholes with a creek bank and some cane poles catching channel cat. I'm a little more country than that.